Hi, I'm Wallace. I'm the founder and CEO of Above Board Financial. Welcome back to the story of Stephanie. This video is called How Stephanie Chooses a Disability Policy Shortcut Edition. And the reason for that is that this is going to be a recommendation for if Stephanie is just really too busy to think in much detail about what she wants to get. And she just wants to make sure that she gets something in place ASAP. Now, as a reminder, Stephanie is our third year post MBA consultant with a global consulting firm, making $360,000 a year. Now, what we can do for Stephanie is we can show her the minimum recommended quote and then also a fully loaded quote. And if Stephanie is in a super big rush to just get something done and doesn't have bandwidth to deal with understanding all the details, that's totally fine. We can definitely get things started one of two ways. One is that she can just say, okay, fine, this minimum recommended quote, $170 a month to replace all my income if I went out on disability leave. That sounds fine. Let's do it. Another approach is Stephanie is interested in additional features on her policy, but maybe doesn't feel like she has the clarity on what she wants just yet, is that you can always lob in an application with a boatload of features and then decide to accept coverage with less than what you applied for. That applies to the amount, that applies to the riders that you add on, which are these like additional policy features. So she could just lob in an application for what we call fully loaded and then decide later what she actually wants to get. It gives herself more time. And as a final fallback plan, there's always the option to drop riders once the policy is already in force. Most carriers will allow you to do that. We can always advise you about whether the carrier you're thinking about would, but that's a really good way to just make sure that despite life being busy, Stephanie does not get stuck and then end up not doing this for years and being on cover like her mom was. So join us in the next video to go through in detail what those quotes mean and what decisions Stephanie is going to make once she has a few minutes to really take the time to understand the details of what she's considering.